Hello everybody and welcome to Peglin. This is a game that's had a demo around for a while, so you may have seen it kind of bubbling up. But this is your Peggle that is run-based. So it's Peggle, but it's run-based, sort of like a Slay the Spire or a Faster Than Light. It has that very kind of, well, you'll see it. It has the same kind of map style and events and chests as a Slay the Spire or an FTL, but it's Peggle. Now, there was another game similar to this a while ago named Round Guard, which didn't quite set the world on fire. But before I dive into this, there's kind of a bugbear that I have with it. This game feels expensive for what it is. And, I'm not knocking Peggle. I like Peggle, but this game is $20. So that being said, yes, I have Cookie Clicker running. Stop judging me on crimes I'm committing currently. But it's a neat little thing. But keep in mind, it feels expensive. Before we dive into the game, I'm going to take a look at the options menu. I think that initial statement that I got out of the way at the beginning of it feels expensive for what it is coming from the perspective of somebody who's been playing free games on itch from Ludum Dare 50 for the past week and a half. There's a lot of great things out there that are under $10 out currently in the game space. And this one, currently, I don't know what it'll look like when it's out of early access instead of just in early access like currently. But once it's out of early access, I don't know what kind of value this game's going to have on top of what it currently is. But we'll get into that in a little bit. This is what you see when you click on your general settings. You have click to aim, which it won't fire as soon as you click, so you have to kind of click and hold. I like just the default settings, it's fine. We're running on borderless windowed mode, which is really nice. I like it when games have the proper borderless instead of just full screen and windowed. And then your general resolutions, and then it's not a very complicated looking game. It's not very dense. So there's also the Crucible demo, which comes with the game, but we're just gonna be focusing on the main mode, which is the meat of the game right now. So we're just gonna start playing this, and it's gonna look familiar immediately. So when we start off, we get to pick a relic. Because we just previously did a run where I failed, and so the game is kind of giving me a cupcake. So we're just gonna skip this because don't worry about that. But the game does kind of give you a leg up after it feels like you just had a hard loss, but that's fine. We're not gonna worry about that too much. So as you can see, it very much has that style of map that you've seen before, and a bunch of stuff's gonna pop up on the screen. So we start off with this basic rock. These are the little orbs that we have. We have our dagger orb, which is a very weak attack. We only have our one character, which is this Peglin. We do have the very weak regular attack, which is gonna come up after our normal level 1 stone. So these orbs can be leveled up, and that can range from different things like effects it has onto the enemies right up to the amount of bounciness it has. There's also orbs that don't do damage and just heal you. These little icons here, these are crits, and these reset the board. So everything that's been knocked off of your little Peggle board goes away. These bombs are a AoE effect that does 50 damage to everything on the enemy side of the board, and they also are very, very bouncy and do not get reset with the reset button. So you only get the bombs that are there for each layout. Now, these layouts aren't random. I have seen the same layouts before, so keep that in mind. You are going to get some repetition on that front. And I've noticed that just after the 2 runs that I've done of this game. But it's still Peggle. It's still that classic dopamine hitting, feeling satisfying response of gameplay that was perfected so long ago by the masters of casual gaming, PopCap Games. I've just been looking for a Peggle replacement ever since because, frankly, I've been boycotting a certain EA Games ever since they destroyed SimCity, and I realized that they own that IP, and I don't want to give them money for it. So because of that, I'm always looking for a Peggle replacement, and I love kind of the run-based structure. It's a very replayable thing that should fit this style of arcade game. And I want to really, really like this game, but I keep coming back to the price tag and feeling like what's on offer here doesn't feel worth it. Now, I realize I sound very negative right now, but it's kind of a difficult feeling that I've gone into this game with. I think I'm going to probably stream some of this. I think this game is really fun, but I got a review key from the publisher, and I don't fully feel comfortable recommending this at its current price tag. But what I can say is this would be a very, very easy pickup at like $12 to $15. It's just a about $5 too much from me. So as you watch this, the remainder of this is just going to be about gameplay. Maybe look at this game as a wait for a sale kind of thing. So now it gives us the opportunity to pick a new orb here, right? So this is like picking a card in Slay the Spire. So we got Absorbium. It's dense. Each hit, hits each peg 2 times and can target any enemy on screen, which is really cool. Not everything can target every enemy. We have the normal stone, which we could throw into the deck, or we could throw an Inferno Orb, which, lighter than other orbs, detonates bombs in 1 hit and deals 2 damage to self when fired. So I think we're going to take the Absorbium. So that's now going to get thrown into our little, I guess, deck, if you want to call it that. It's not really a deck builder, but I guess it's kind of got that element. So we could, as you noticed at the end there, I can select on this Peggle board, or I guess Peglin board, where you're gonna go next. So it puts the skull or the question mark or the chest or whatever is up next. Let's just kind of let this one roll, because this is just a normal stone. So we just kind of want it to go all throughout all this, and all the way through that, and all the way through that, and all the way through. Perfect. That's about as good as we could have asked for. Take out the first Slimy in the bunch. Slimes McGee, poor guy. Didn't get to last very long, did he? Yay! And that's absolutely optimal right there, I would say. Knock out the next guy. Don't let him get any oxygen. Bang! Perfect. Next thing we got is just a normal rock, so let's fire that out. See if we... Oh, I was hoping for that. Whoops. Kind of a misfire there. I was aiming for that crit, but I mean, what can you do? Not everything's a hit. So this is our Absorbium, which hits everything twice. Boop, 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 boop. I'm kind of hoping it's gonna... No. Absolutely not gonna hit that. That bomb is a pain to hit. They do have different attack animations based on the element that you are firing, obviously. Boing, 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 boing. Whee! Oh, come on. I was hoping I'd get the reset. That would have been a nice little bonus at the end of that. All right, let's see if we can get her to roll kind of this way. So let's boink. Ooh, that went a lot further than I was expecting it. Maybe we'll get the reset. That'd be nice. Perfect. Get the double reset. I don't really see the purpose of that, but I'll take it. 50 damage to that. I really want to hit that bomb. I just don't see it happening right now. Okay, yeah. I don't really like this layout. This layout's bad. This layout's bad news, guys. Bad news bears. Okay, maybe I was hoping we'd get the reset, but hey, we didn't take any damage, so that's good. So in between floors, you do also have the option to heal 20% of your health, which is nice. Hey, that's what I was aiming for. Should have kind of gone for the top there, though. Oh, well. 26, goddamn. Okay, you. Just get us that immediate. It's actually really good. So we're gonna go all the way along that. That's gonna hit real hard. Okay, well he did get, the blue guy did get to hit us, so we're gonna go for the crit and just see if we can finish him off. Double crit, perfect, and some extra damage. Excellent, that was about as good as we could ask for there. But he only has 3 HP left, so he's done anyway. So we can heal ourselves, we are at 94, so that's fine. Ball of Lightning can target any enemy on the screen. This is useful for hitting guys at the back, so I'm actually gonna take that. Have a point in Ball of Lightning, and at a point it's gonna start allowing to us to either upgrade our orbs, our balls, or just fire them off. So now we can go to one question mark or question mark. So I don't remember what the map was, so we're just gonna fire it off and just see where we end up. Ah, okay, so it doesn't really matter. So next we're gonna have the option between a mini boss or the thing. Ooh, the spiderwebs ones. So actually, this is one of the layouts that I do really like. I like the ones that get chaotic, and this one kind of does that. Because like, let's be honest, like the fun of Peggle is just watching stuff bounce around. And I do find some of the layouts I've encountered in this have been kind of sparse and not in a super exciting way. I always want them to be as exciting as possible and as varied as possible. I want as much like chaos to ensue as, you know, is within reason, is logical. Obviously, you know, you don't want to just win every time, but the bouncing is where you get the dopamine, you know? You know what I'm saying? I want these spoders going. All right, I get it. I need to start aiming for the resets, I think. Extra bouncing's been good. Perfect, that's our first reset. And we get the crit. Ooh, this is gonna hit hard. This might actually clear a bunch of stuff. Perfect. That was a nice little clear. Let's see if we can go for that next. So this is the very weak regular attack, but massive amount of crits. We want to crit. Well, we got the crit. This is gonna hit. This bat is dead. Yeah, that bat is dead. Okay. So this is just a regular rock. We wanted the crit. Maybe we'll get the bomb. Yeah, no, no, okay. Well, we'll get the bomb on this last one. This should be the last piece. Perfect. Boing. Even if I, like, get nothing off of this, this is dead. Because the bomb's going to kill it. Perfect. So this one I'm actually going to heal ourselves because we're a little low. So we can either go, let's see if we can get to the boss. Yeah, we can. I want to show you guys the mini boss. But this is pretty much it. Like, there isn't too much more here than I've kind of shown so far. One thing worth noting is there is a demo available for this, so I do recommend you try that at the very least. Boing. Okay. And there is, of course, the Crucible mode, which is still a, air quotes, like, has all of the asterisks, like, unfinished mode. We really want to hit bombs for this one. So I'm going to go for this as much as possible. Perfect. Got one. We're going to have to hit both of them, I think. Hit this one next. Because I need these guys to not get within melee range of me, because that would be bad. Let's do this. Okay, well, kind of bounced a bit more than I needed it to. Oh, man, I'm so close to being able to just trigger both of them. Or at the very least, like, getting this one lit, but, yeah, okay. Ah, excellent, excellent, excellent. Now we got a big slime boy at the back. That's all that we got to deal with now, so that'll be good. Let's just go for the reset. Crit. And this is a lightning too, so. Oh, maybe we'll get the second. Yes! We got the second reset. That's perfect. Perfect. For doing maximum damage. Oh, more of this. I like how easy it is to reset this one. Perfect. You are getting too close to me, son. I don't like that. Please stay away. Much thanks. I don't think we can be friends, Mr. Slime Boy, even though you got a cute face. Alright, let's see if I can boing. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. But of course, it does get crazier. Like the last run I was doing, I was getting a bunch of multi-balls and things. Especially once you start adding artifacts into the mix. You do get some pretty satisfying combos. I'm not gonna knock the game on that front. But versus something like Round Guard, it's maybe a little bit difficult to fully compare the two because it has been a while since I've touched Round Guard, but it kind of makes me want to go back and play Round Guard and see what the competition is like in the Peggle-esque airspace, I would say. +1 or 2 for each stone in your deck. Attacks enemies in a targeted column. Let's actually go for that because more splash is good. And we got a relic. So, ambiguous amulet. Wall bounces contribute to damage. Ooh. Or echo chamber. All attacks deal 10% of the previous attack's damage. I like that. Let's go for that. It's a fun little gamble. Let's go for the boss. So the mini boss that we fought was that slime guy at the end, but this is the Minotaur. This is the other mini boss I've seen. I haven't seen a third one, so if there's a third one, I haven't encountered it yet. And the last time I fought this Minotaur guy, it had this exact same layout. So this is kind of what I mean by there is what feels like just kind of a bunch of repetition in the that was terrible. All right. It does kind of feel like there's a kind of a unfair, if not a large amount of repetition in these layouts, to a point where I actually find this element of the game a little bit disappointing. I would like to see more variation in the actual layouts of the things that I'm playing. Well, for lack of a better term, why am I blanking? Not Peggle, the actual gambling thing. It's popular in Japan. Why am I blanking on this? Pachinko, that's the thing. The thing that Konami makes their business off of. I actually saw a Konami truck recently because apparently we have a casino around here. Anyway, yeah, it kind of just feels like that to a degree, and I wish it was a better version of that, you know? Like, that's what I want from games to replace Peggle, is like, let's be Peggle, but more satisfying. And Peggle's got rainbows and giant unicorns, and yeah, I'm a cute little goblin boy who's definitely an aspiring mayor, but I wouldn't entirely think that that's, you know, competing with the wacky bonkersness that is Peggle. You know, and you're gonna be compared to Peggle when you're just doing the Peggle thing. Like I really wish that EA Games hadn't completely gutted PopCap, because I'd love to see what they could do with this style of thing. Maybe I'm being too harsh on this. I don't know. I will say, artwork is lovely. I love the sprite work of the enemies. Wish the sprites were a little bit bigger, though. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get the crit. No crit. Okay, fine. I'll just cry then. Blank. We're dead next turn if I don't win, so let's... Wish us luxes. If that don't kill him, we dead those. Bonk. Okay, perfect. I was getting worried. Let's heal our HP. So bombs do an extra 20 damage, or inconspicuous ring. Bouncers contribute to damage. Let's do you. Let's go for the question marks. We are a little low. So these are random events. By that, it's a multiple choice event. You reach a clearing in the forest where the sun shines through brightly. Take a moment to rest. Plus 15 HP and question marks, or continue anyway. Let's plus 15 HP and question mark. A few minutes later, solstice with the sun on your face leave you feeling quite refreshed. You continue on your journey with a fresh bounce in your step. Well, that's nice. Thank you, video game. Let's go for another random event, because I skipped a bunch early and did a bunch of mini bosses in a row, and we're hurting for it. A dark obelisk looms before you with a tantalizing power, as you can feel its connection to the earth. Pray to its power and receive an orb. Force stone into the obelisk. Let's force the stone into the obelisk. With a slight disappointment for not utilizing its true potential, but it does absorb the stone, level 1. Okay, so we have one less stone now. Sorry, stone. Let's go to the chest. Every time I've done these chests before, they've just been an artifact, so... An overwhammer, which whammer, by the way, is the best way to say whammer, okay? Projectile attacks have overflow. Excess damage carries on to the next enemy. Absolutely. Yes, please. I don't really care where we end up, so let's just see. Boing, 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 boing. Boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom. The vibe of this game is fantastic. The visuals, the music is catchy and nice, albeit a little bit repetitive. You find a waterfall off the path. What secrets might be hiding? Of course, go behind the waterfall. There's something behind the waterfall. There's a monster waiting for you. Fight. Oh, see, and it kind of comes back to my repetitiveness comment, you know? Like, we're doing the exact same fight again. And I just watched that. Okay. Boing, 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 boing. I mean, maybe I'm looking at Peggle with rose-tinted glasses, which is, you know, actually a very real possibility. It is worth noting that. I also dislike the lack of bombs in this one. Okay, let's get the reset, 'cause that's kind of important from what I can tell with these. We got a lightning ball. Let's take the reset, get the bounce, hope for luck. Luck seems to be on our side. Got the crit. Ooh, yes! Okay, we got the double crit. Boink. 62 damage. Oof, well, at least we're doing better than the last time we fought this guy. I mean, I guess I do have, like, you know, that extra whammer and whatnot. Fonk. I like that animation. It's maybe my favorite one. Alright, so we got the lightning bolts. Boing. Okay. Oh, come on. Because we hit nothing, we do no damage. You know, you gotta hit stuff to do the damages, otherwise it's pointless. That was kind of just a waste of crits, I would say. Okay, well, at least we got the reset, so that's good. 27, not bad, but we're damn near dead. Shout outs to the damn near dead. It's like the opposite of the Grateful Dead. More like the ungrateful dead. All right, well, at least we got some. Let's heal ourselves again and cry. Light Shift Potion also grants crit. Ooh. Recombobulator. Previously thrown bombs can now be refreshed, but deal minus 15 damage. I will gladly take that, because extra bombs is very helpful. And we're going to do another random event. Moving forward. Moving forward. Getting on there. We're getting pretty close to the end of the zone. You reach a clearing that is unusually slimy. You progress cautiously, but lose your step. These orbs fall into the slime. 3 orbs fall into the slime, and you only have 2 hands. Which do you let sink into the slimy abyss? I'll let the normal stone sink. And then I guess we'll go the wherevers we end up is. Whee! I do like the little Peglin orb. It's just funny looking. It's like a little ball with ears. Seems like it's just random events. You stumble upon a mysterious altar. You feel yourself pulled towards it, and as you near it, you realize you are holding out potential offerings in each hand. A dagger, orb, or a stone will offer a stone. You place the stone, level 1, on the altar, and it sinks right into the solid slab of stone. Your offering disappears, and your, on the other hands, grow warm, and you realize that your dagger orb is now level 2. So our dagger orb is now better, which is good. And then we go down here, and then we get to fight the mega slime thing. This is one of the, again, one of the better patterns. The busy ones are the better ones, I'm telling you. Let's just let you go wild. See what we get. Hey, look at this. This is what I want. That's Peggle. Do a bunch of damage off the bat. Perfect. So that's what's upcoming. We got a bunch of little guys. Bonk. Got the crit. Going for that bomb in the middle. I'm trying to open her up, but it's going to take a minute. Nice! It's a good upgrade. I like that one. I was hoping that you'd hit the bomb, but... Close, but no applesauce. Fortunately, we do not qualify for applesauce this time. That time, I don't qualify for anything. But, at the very least, we took out 2 of them. Ah, come on. Couldn't have gone slightly to the left on the rebound. Oh, well. Well, that, I would say, was a resounding success. About as good as you can get. Bang. Perfect. And you also get hit by that. But, you know, it didn't really do much. Come on, get the crit. Get the... You get... So, I don't know. What do you think of this? Watching from so far. I'd love to know what you think down in the comment section. I love the idea of people trying to make a better Peggle or a new Peggle or Peggle in general, because Peggle is cool and I like Peggle. Let's heal, and then we're gonna go fight the boss. Although I may end up in the foyer. Okay, never mind, there we go. We good. We good. We good. Okay, everything's fine. On to the bossman. But if you've been starving for Peggle and you want a little bit of RPG flair, albeit with a little bit of unfortunate repetitiveness, like again, the last time I fought this boss, this was the exact same layout. And of course, you know, you're gonna have different, what's the correct term to use for this? Balls? Orbs? You're gonna have different orbs, which of course are going to change your playstyle from run to run. However, because yes, you're going to have different orbs, you're also going to be... What's the word I'm looking for here? Even with the different orbs, you're still going to be playing roughly the same strategy from run to run for these different layouts. Like, from what I can tell, the power-ups, while varied enough, they aren't going to change your strategy for each boss fight, right? It's still gonna be knock out this area, get the bomb, knock out this thing, do that. And it makes me real curious to see what this looks like once it's been developed a bit. But once again, it just kind of keeps coming back to my current state that this game just kind of feels expensive right now. If there was more variety in the bosses, especially in the early levels, more variety, or more variety in the Peggle level layouts themselves. We're gonna die here, I think. Either or, I think I would be a lot more enthused about this. As it stands, I think it's just really cute. That's maybe the nicest thing I could say about this game is that it's really cute. And we're gonna die this next turn. Yep, there we go. So we can restart, or we can go back to the main menu. But I think that's a pretty good example of Peglin, you know. And I'm probably gonna play more of this. I like Peggle, and I'm a sucker for this shit. But I do think that there very much is a kind of question to be had here of, is this something that's worth your hard-earned dollars right now? and I think I can comfortably say, as I said earlier in the video, maybe wait for a sale on this one. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you want to see more weird games that you have or have not heard of, check out my YouTube channel. I got a ton of this stuff, as well as more Dwarf Fortress than you could reasonably watch in a lifetime, and updates on the dot the second they come out for Steam, for the Steam version of Dwarf Fortress. If you want to watch me play Dwarf Fortress and other weird games, and you want to see my pretty face while I play them, you can go over to twitch.tv/BLINDIRL and watch me play games live. And if you would like to just hear more of my voice, I have a podcast called the Halcyon Frequency Podcast. Go to halcyonfrequency.com, and if you want to support my work directly, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/BLINDIRL. Thank you very much for watching this video. Check the game out, links in the description, and I'd like to see you in the next one.